It is an exclusive sports platform that provides extensive and quality local content sports programs across the country. Follow us on our Facebook page, YouTube, Instagram, or better still, on our app on Google or Play Store. For business purposes, you can contact us on these numbers. Intel Sports will remain Liberia's exclusive and best sports television station. Beyond the live conversation, the analysis and discussions with the stakeholders, players, and fans live and direct on Intel Sports. Weekend Wrap comes your way every Saturday from 10 to 12 midday. Join your presenters, Elijah Pine and Edwin Batafoyen, live and exclusive on Intel Sports. The exclusive sports show is a 1-hour conversation with policymakers, stakeholders, and direct actors in the sporting sector. The exclusive sports show brings you face to face with those who make the news in the sporting sector of Liberia. Join your host, Julius Compton, every Thursday from 1 to 2 p.m. for the program, The Exclusive Sports Show, live and direct on Intel Sports. It's new, factual, reliable, and professional. That's Sports Today on Intel Sports. Watch all of the actions, interviews with the athletes and experts in the sector on Liberia's exclusive sports online television, Intel Sports. Sports Cross Sports News live on Intel Sports at these times.
So let me say good morning and welcome to our weekend edition of Sports Extra. I'm Elijah Pine. And yesterday on the Sports Extra edition of Thursday, we had Edwin Batafoyen was here giving the update as it relates to the National Basketball League that is ongoing currently. As you may be aware, NPA Patton are through to the grand final. They are set to play against LPRC others into the grand final. The matter of fact, since 2009, NPA Patton won the LBA championship. It's about decade and 6 years now. and they have now through to the final. Since 2009, yet to go to the final. After a decade and 6 years, they are now through to the grand final, which is a boost. It's a plus for the team to play. The matter of fact, they will have to play best out of 5. We will have to see NPA Patton overshadowing LPRC others. We have been informed that from the start of the league season, they've maintained the league table. They become the leader of the league, going on to the Big 6, onto the Big 4. They qualify over Spartakor, beating Spartakor both 2 legs. That's first round and second round in the best of 3. And then they are now qualified to the grand final. 2 great finalists are now into the grand final of the LBA First Division League. We will have to see a lot of things happening because, as I expect, I told you on yesterday through our comment sessions that this final would be the toughest finals that we've ever watched in the LBA League. The toughest final. NPA Pattons are on the verge of wanting to win. They're wanting to win this championship with the new breed of leadership that they have brought on board, the leg of Siddiqui Cornet, Eric Kitty that came on board in order to lead the administration. The matter of fact, the NPA Sports Association has rebranded themselves. So under this new leadership, they are expecting themselves to win the championship, which will serve as a boost to the team. According to the president, coming to the grand final is a boost for them, and according to him, he have said it over time that NPA Patrons and all NPA sports associations will not be the same, be it the football team. The matter of fact, the football team is now into the second division league. They got relegated from the first league to the second division league. That would be season ago. That was not this season, a season ago. Last season, they were in the second division league. They participated into the second division league, fought for the sport. They will have to play the game. Will they have to return to the first league? As per the basketball team, they are now into the final stage of the competition, playing in phone LPRC others. What happened on the part of the Liberia Football Association? Our men U17 boys, I refer to them as boys. As you may be aware, they have gone to Bamako in Mali to take on the WAFU U17 Championship, the boys competition. Of recent, we heard the girls competition were held here in Liberia, and Sierra Leone was crowned champion. So this time around, they have taken it to Mali in Bamako, where the championship will be held. And we hope that our boys will come up victorious. They will be able to bring smile and bring the pride, flag the flag better of the Liberia Football Association. The Liberian flag will be fly better, and we'll see our boys coming with the trophy. This time we need the trophy. With this set of players that we have, I believe that we can make the difference, and our team, they can put out a greater fight in the coming days. As you may be aware, on today, Sports Record Association will depart to Nima County, and all Sports Record will have to meet there, and then Sports Records will have their anniversary, 39 years of existence. What have we achieved? We're going to outline all of our achievements and also give some of the challenges in relating to the association over the years. So the Sports Record Association will have our anniversary on tomorrow, and that will be done on the 4th Saturday. That will be done at one of the hotels or the areas there in Nima County, to be Gompa City to be precise. So we're going to be there, and we will be providing our own technical skills, bringing all of the interviews, all of the happenings there. We'll bring it to you as we always do. On the 1st of October, as you may be aware, the legend of Liberia African best, first of its kind Ballon d'Or winner, world best, George Manning Weah celebrated his birthday, and we saw all of the praises from George Manning Weah, fans, supporters, well-wishers, and they were all hailing him for his achievement in Africa. One of which came from Didier Drogba, the legend of Ivory Coast, and also legend of Africa, who also sent out a birthday treat to the former president of Liberia, Ambassador George Manning Weah. So a lot of things is happening what happened at the level of the Keeper Federation. As you may be aware, the Keeper Federation League has ended, and the county meet is not in swing. Counties are now calling on keeper players as well as coaches, and they will have to participate. The Destiny KC head coach is now the deputy head coach to Grand Bassa County. Like we were here this one time, we make mention of Sonny Doga. Sonny Doga, as you may be aware, he coached Nima County last season. Now he returned back to Lofa County, where he won the championship with Lofa County. We have to win the championship this time around. We hope to see that. So we're going to talk more about that. But first, let's go for the break. When we come back, we dive into a mode of it yet on Sports Extra. Okay, welcome back. Like I said, the team has arrived at begin training in Mali, Bamako. As you may be aware, there were U17 boys to participate in the WAFU U17 competition there in Mali. Let's bring you the update again. NPA Patton Edge, Mighty Barrow to reach LBA finals. Will bring you the highlights, at least a little gist of what happened last time we were at the SKD Gymnasium. And we witnessed that good showdown. Mighty Barrow took the lead at the end of the day. They lost out possession to NPA Patton. And Patton have booked their place in the 2025 Liberia Basketball Association First Division League. Best out of 5. They will have to play best out of 5 to LPRC Elders. The defensive game 3 on Wednesday at the SKD Gymnasium. You were there. And Patton defeated Mighty Barrow and the 167 in favor of Patton, and they held the nerves to finish to seal the victory. So which gave them, we listened to the coach Raphael Quay, saying that we knew that we were trying to put some pieces together in the first half of the game. Though things was we were down, but we knew what we were doing. We tried to fight, we tried to make it for ourselves, and we know at the end of the day we're going to achieve it, and we got it. So that was just there from Raphael Quay. So let's bring you the headset of the head coach of NPA Patton. Let's listen to him. He was to be our guest on today, but he has an engagement. But we'll have him next week, Wednesday. We'll have Raphael Quay here on Sports Extra. He'll be talking to us about the happening in the world of sports here. Let's bring you that headset.
Well, it was a tough match. A lot of calls to Barrow. We have a very good team, a shooting team, good team, side game. So we had to strategize in a way that we would come back after going down 12, 13 points. But credit to my boys who took basic instruction, and then we had to shut them down on defense one way or the other, and then we scored our offense. So it was a really good encounter, and we are very, very appreciative.
Were you disheartened in the first period of the game?
Oh, not at all. Not at all. We were doing something, and I knew it was materialized at the end of the game. So it was just a matter of time for what we were doing to come to life. Oh no, I was working and praying on the energy of my boys. They are younger, so I knew that at certain point in time they will have the energy to go and faster as compared to them. So that was a risky strategy because as a mature team, I didn't expect that, but it worked out and paid off. Well, we should expect
Now to your fans.
Well, to my fans, we invite them for the finals. Let them come and see the team. They're very aware that we reach the level, so we'll encourage them to come and see the team. So we're going to break that chain this year. So we are very confident we're going to break that chain this year.
That's the head coach of NPA Patton, Raphael Quay. You listen to him. Though we were down, but we were cooking something, and what we were cooking, we dished it well, and it was well served to Mighty Barrow. And these were the words of Raphael Quay. Because you notice that in the first half, the fourth quarter of the game, Mighty Barrow took charge. The second quarter, they get hold of it. Third quarter, they lost out to NPA Patton. In the fourth quarter as well, Mighty Barrow took the lead early in the fourth quarter, but later on, Mighty Barrow lost out again to NPA Patton, and Patton get a level 1, and then at the dying minute of the game, with just that's 100 seconds to go. That's 1 minute 40 seconds to go. With on the clock, it was running down 100 seconds, and we had Patton taking that last shot that gave them a hard defensive work. They put out that defense and they work out, get another advantage from the baseline, that which they were taking in charge, and you also have Bono, who were the 3 shots for NPA Patton, was charged, and then he was given a free throw. That free throw gave Patton the lead, and they maintained themselves, winding down the clock, which gave them the victory. That today they are now the finalists after a decade and 6 years. Since 2009, they participated and they won the championship of the Liberia Basketball Association First Division League since 2009. And but then it was called the Basketball Premiership League. That's the Premier League, but then the NBA Premier League, and then Patton won it since 2009. Since 2009 on to present, they are now to the grand final for the first time since 2009, which they believe they are going to put a great fight. They're going to fight, they're going to put out all, and everything going to be used as they are hungry for the trophy. Likewise, LPRC others has also tested for the trophy. They need the trophy as well to boost the morale of the team with the support of their managing director, Amos Toy, who always present at every game time, every game venues, every game hours, always present to watch the team play. Be it loss or win, Amos Toy is present at the field. Seeing his team going to the grand final of the LBA League, he see that as a proud, and he's very happy in his boys and his boys. So we'll bring you a little highlight of the happiness between NPA Patton and Mighty Barrow in the best out of 3, one of those games. Let's just bring you that little highlight of the happiness. Our producer can bring it out quick. Just see that, what was happening, what they did identify from both Mighty Barrow and NPA Patton. So you saw that competitive game between the two sides. Mighty Barrow, NPA Patton, they played on and on. Just a slight mistake from Mighty Barrow that I observed. They didn't hold out. They have a good center forward in terms of what they do, but the defense were just forgetful. When we said, were they playing ignorance, or they were kind of forgetting about what was happening in the game. Englishmen would say feeding like a dassicle, since that they always forget whenever they made a basket, returning back that defense very poor, and Mighty Barrow lost out to NPA Patton because in the dying minute of the game, they were not focused. You have John David, the man wearing the 10 shirt, and you also have Mohamed Keita, the man with the 17 shirt. They are very good in terms of the attack. Whenever they make basket, they're very good. Identifying the open man, shooting for three, very good. But how to stop your opponent from reaching your net. That has been a problem for Mighty Barrow in the dying quarter of the game, the last quarter of the game, that they gave out to NPA Patton, which I see very well. It was just wrong on their part. Shooting well, getting out of the shots, and not putting out that defense gave them that weakened space. And they gave it out. Be the defending champion, we understand the game was tough, but at a certain stage of the game, we expected Coach Asaf Adel to put in some strategies. There's no need to make more baskets when you're already ahead 15 on the difference. You're ahead 15. 15 points difference to NPA Patton. You just needed to build your defense. You have your center forward, and the command man just have to give some comments and just make it for yourself. But probably his status, he wanted more basket, but it didn't work out for him. Asaf Fidel will have to go and come back. Defending champion Mighty Barrow is now out of the competition. They have given out the trophy now to be decided upon between LPRC Others and NPA Patton. Who take on from NPA Mighty Barrow? Who take on from Mighty Barrow? Would that be LPRC Others, or would that be NPA Patton? Who's going to take over? We're yet to determine that. But after the 5 games, best out of 5, if LPRC Others win 3, definitely no need to play for the remaining 2. The trophy will definitely be given to them. If they win 3 in a row, as in the case of Spartakot and Others won 2 out of the best out of 3, and they have no chance to play for the last one. Because even if they play, if Spartakot win, Others still qualify to the grand final. So in this case, best out of 5, if Others can win 3 in a row, definitely Patton has given out the trophy. Then Patton no need to play for the remaining 2 games. If Patton can also win 3 out of best out of 5, there is no need for Barrow to play. So we hope one would say they don't need to waste our time. Let them play, win the 3 games, and let just have that authority, the organizers, hand over the trophy to you, Mighty LPRC Others or NPA Patton. Let the people hand over it to you after 3 games. Fight the fight. Like I said, this upcoming game will be the toughest one that we've ever watched at the SKD Gymnasium. Those games to be played. The best out of 5, because this is the final stage, and no one wants to just give up, to just give it out, to just feel reluctant. No one. There were skills, tactics. Remember the head coach of NPA Patton once played for NPA Patton, Rafael Quay, and he's now the head coach. Once a player become a coach. It's like Pep Guardiola is now the coach. He once played for Barcelona. He became coach of Barcelona as well. Now the coach of Man City. At the stage of basketball, Rafael Quay once played for NPA Patton. He's now the head coach of NPA Patton. So we hope to see that you'll be able to put up great surprises, that to win the trophy under his regime as head coach of NPA Patton? Or will we have to see Vavle Kone, experienced Liberian coach who has been coaching this league for years? I understand he has some old tactics that he's going to exemplify, going to show, but I believe that it's going to be a toughest one. Tough game to watch. Everyone have to choose to the SKD Gymnasium. The best out of 5, NPA Patton, LPRC others. So on this note, I want to say thank you for following on this one. We go for this break. When we come back, we will project the numbers to call. Just make your call. Do you make out the best out of 5? Who do you think will go home with the championship? Would that be others or NPA Patton? Let's go for this break. To be right back. So welcome back. Let's have your say. Who do you think will go to the grand final of the Liberia Basketball Association First Division League? Would that be, who do you think will win the trophy? Would that be NPA Patton or LPRC others? Who do you think will win the trophy? Before then, let's bring you a quick update of what we observed while I've been parading on the social media as it relates to player transfer value for the year of 2025 in the Liberia market. Player transfer value, as you may be aware, the market value now have increased in Liberia and around the world. Market value of players that are playing in the Liberian league and also Liberian players that are playing outside. I don't think this is the exact transfer value, but it has just been parading, and I think that's something we need to talk about. If it is true, it's a great milestone for our players. Kemo Kamara from Beat Mountain will have a transfer value of 150,000 transfer value. I don't know whether it is United States dollars or Liberian dollars. With Tommy Songo, 150,000 as well. Tommy Songo, Liberian goalkeeper, Liska goalkeeper as well, 150,000. Augustine Otu for Tassana. That's Tassana. He played for Tassana SA. He also have the market value of 75,000. I think it's United States dollars. William Gibson of Heavy 11, 75,000 market value as well. Philitano of Watanga FC, 75,000 market value. And that market value that we saw, we yet to make follow on this one. Sebastian Tikra from Leska SD, 50,000 market value. Sheikh Sised of Cabon United, also 50,000 Liberian dollars. That's United States dollars to be precise. United States dollars for Sheikh Sised, the former Watanga FC player, now play for the. So it's all get away this Sunday, as you may be aware, is the Orange Cup the Super Cup to be precise, the Super Cup. That's the Super Cup that begins the league. In every competition, the two finalists will have to meet both in the Upper Women League and the First Division League. In the Super Cup, the First Division League, we'll have FC Facel going against Blackman Warriors, where we have the Warriors taking on with Liberia Basketball League, expected official open the weekend with traditional matches in Super Cup involving champion FC Facel and Blackman Warriors. This is scheduled to be done on Sunday at the SKD Sports Complex. SKD Sports Complex will be the venue, as was told. The complex will be the venue. In previous time, we were told that it was to be held in Nima County at the Gompa Stadium. But according to what is we are gathering, that will not happen because there are some construction work still ongoing at the Gompa Stadium in Nima County as it relates to the bathrooms, some dressing rooms, and all of areas of the stadium that is currently ongoing renovation. So these are issues we're going to talk about. So like I said, we will not be playing the Super Cup, or the Super Cup would not be held in Nima County, Gompa City. In the Upper Women League, we'll have champions, 5-time champions, determined girls will go against World Girls. In recent time, World Girls have built up a squad. They try to increase their squad, bring in foreign players. That include their goalkeeper as well, that came from Ghana, and some players as well from Nigeria and Ghana. These players added to the squad in order to give the squad a boost, in order to give the squad a strong force in terms of the striking force, the midfield, the defensive work. They added more force to the team in terms of what they do. Black Men Warrior, SC Fascia game, how do you see it to be? Like I said, Black Men Warrior, SC Fascia game is going to be a tough one, but what do you think is at the adventurers will have the advantage in this encounter? Who have the advantage? I will tell you that SC Fascia have the advantage with the level of players that they have, and they have very good goalkeeping, unlike we understand Black Men Warrior have good goalkeeping as well, but Fascia goalkeeper, the matter of fact, in this country, Fascia goalkeeper Ahmed Savage is the best goalkeeper in the country currently in the First Division League. It's no doubt. We have witnessed him in the league season. Savage put a brilliant performance from all sorts of the game, ranking from, though they got defeated to District 17 in the Orange Cup. They got defeated to District 17 in the Orange Cup, and they were rooted out early in the Orange Cup to District number 17. Team that is from Broadway area, they qualified to the Second Division League. They play in the Second Division League in the Gents in a season of Liberia Football Association Second Division League. So Fascia with the edge, new coach, experienced coach, according to him, he runs several trophies to his credit, and now coming to Fascia, he have come for a is it an evolution? According to him, he came for an evolution, that is to build players, to be able to build and sell players, be able to build a team and leave a mark. We're just coming with a revolution. Though he said that I have a little thought about his analysis about evolution and revolution. According to the coach, he came for evolution, not revolution. If one comes for the revolution, is to come to get a quick impact project. A revolution for a quick impact project. That is, you go into the war front, just attack it, you meet your target, and you get rid of it and just leave. An evolution is where you come in and then you put out strategies in order to build long-term projects, long-term goals. So this coach, Ama Alagic, has come to SC Fascia with an evolution. Evolution to build a team, build players, build young stuff. But in part of his evolution, I wonder why one of the younger players on the team, if not the best young player in the Jets in that season, Mikel should have been the best young player in the Jets in that season, like First Division League, play for SC Fascia. He was excluded from the team in the Jets in the CAF competition qualifying rounds that they played to MC Ojo. In the both leg, Mikel was out of the squad. I don't know why, but it's the team, it's the coach strategy. The coach knew what he was doing, because if you come for evolution, these are young kids that you try to focus on and build. Also, we have this early player that we used to have at Discovery Sports Academy. Vama was also excluded from the team. I don't know. He was excluded from the team in both rounds as well. And coming from an evolution, you need to encourage the young kids just playing with the old folks. We understand long-term playing, like you said, Coach Elijah Kimbo, long-term playing. We saw the introduction of this player, Theo Nimle, who was out of the squad under the then coach. I won the first division championship. And then when Coach Elijah came, Elijah included Theo Nimle. Theo Nimle game has improved in terms of his defensive work. He controlled the squad. He knows how to play when it comes to his defensive standing in the game. He was highly praised by the head coach of MC Orchard. He was highly praised, Theo Nimle. So Theo is now the deputy captain of FC Facile. Let's come to Blackman Warrior. Blackman Warrior have a very good side as well. As you may be aware, Blackman Warrior head coach Saint Chipley have won the championship before with Leicester FC, won the Orange Cup, he won the championship, won the Super Cup with Leicester FC. And I think Chipley, being an experienced Liberian coach, know how to engage game of such. Though Facile is at the advantage with the kind of players they have. They are with the advantage with their head coach. They are with the advantage. But Saint Chipley is an experienced Liberian coach who knows the Liberian League. It's an experienced Liberian coach who knows the Liberian League. He knows the league very well in terms of how they play, in terms of how to play the league. At certain stage, certain changes should be made. At certain stage, this should be done, that should be done. Saint Chipley knows that very well. He has been coaching into the Liberian League. He is an experienced coach. Let's talk about the Upper Women League. The Upper Women League determined girls like Robert Latte. Coach Robert Latte has been an experienced Liberian coach. We understand he is an experienced Liberian coach, but when it comes to women football, I don't think he's too good to it. He have the coaching tactics, but coaching women football is quite different from just coaching male football. Like one of the coaches tell me that coaching women football, you have to introduce, you continue to play the same old thing over and over, the same old strategies. You have to remind them every time you go for practice session. You have to remind them, because women, I'm not trying to go against or trying to stereotype them here, but according to the coach, women quick to forget when it comes to the tactics. So coaching women team is quite different from coaching men team. Every day you need to remind the striker that you need to strike. Every day you need to remind the defender that you need to put out your defensive work, you need to control, you need to blow the ball, you need to play the ball to the left wing, you play the ball to the right wing, you need to go forward. Every day, every time you go for a practice session, even at game, you need to remind them. For the male, you don't need to remind them of what to do every time. Every time, you don't need to remind them. So Coach Robert Latte, I don't think he's good in terms of coaching women football. Testament is the just ended women competition in Senegal, where determined girls won and they didn't win even a game. They didn't have even a single win into the competition. With his experience that we know, Coach Robert Latte has been coaching the league over a decade in the Liberian League. Coming to the female division, I think it's quite different from coaching male. For the female, you have to remind them every time. It takes you over time to introduce new strategies. Coaching females, it takes you over time to introduce new strategies. You don't just introduce it. But as for male, today you introduce new strategy, 2 to 3 days, they get adapted to it. The following day you introduce new strategy. But a female, today you introduce a strategy, 2 to 3 days, they get adapted to it. The second day they will forget about some part of the strategies. So it's quite different So let's see Coach Raul Latte against Famata Dean. With the inclusion of new players on the team, both determined girls and war girls, the both girls, I believe that Famata Dean understands women football. She played the game and she has been coaching the game for years. So there's going to be a tough one. I understand the breed, the kind of players that determined girls have. The kind of player that they have. The kind of players, the striking force. But you should also take into consideration that holding midfielder is not the Jessica Kwashi. That holding midfielder is not part of the squad. So they will have a single holding midfielder now, who is just not good as Jessica Kwashi, which is Bassi. Bassi control the ball very well. She have a very good footwork. That Gambian player, she have a very good footwork when it comes to the game, but not equal to Kwaji that we know that will take the player, that will take the ball to the opposite side. So it's going to be a do or die. It's going to be a do or die. A lot of things. They're going to talk about it. Coach Famata Dean, Coach Raul Latte, the inclusion of new players. War girls have introduced new goalkeeper. They have introduced 6 foreign players. Like what determined girls, they have over 7 foreign players on the team as well. Would they have to prove out to show something that indeed they are the champion of Liberia Upper Women League? No disrespect. 5 years, they have proven dominant in the Liberian League. But as it takes currently every team for all walks of life in the Upper Women League, they are preparing themselves. Sumata FC, Falconet FC, War Girls, Senior Female Professionals, Bourgeois Queens, Nini Warriors, they are all preparing themselves. So I don't think what used to happen 2 to 3 years ago, where determined girls can be someone 5 to 6, 0, 7, 0, or Shatta can be someone 5, 4, it will not happen again. We understand. Shatta too have introduced new coach, an experienced Liberian coach. But how well they didn't understand women football? How well? How well do Coach Arab understand women football? New thing, like people will say, every day you need to stick on them, let get it out and try to do the remind them every time. Even at the game, then you remind them, do they have the patience with women football? The patience that Maureen Wayne have, the patience that Coach Patient Guer have, Coach Patient Guer of Determined Girl, the deputy coach, the patience that Famata didn't have, the patience. Do they have the patience? Coach Ara, Coach Latte, do they have the patience? So coaching female football and coaching male football is quite different. But how be it Sonny going to determine that Coach Raul Latte versus Coach Famata Dean? Will we have to see something proven out? The Famata Dean is saying we are prepared to make the difference and we are not yet just to participate, but rather we are into this competition to put out a greater fight. And we need to fight. The more we fight, the more we're going to get it. The more we fight, the more we're going to get it. So on this note, let me remind you, the Liberia Chess Federation have introduced a new president now. They have a new president. Their former president, Thomas Kaya, is no longer the president of the Liberia Chess Federation. So they now have a new president. And that new president, we will bring him here in studio on Sports Extra or the Weekend Wrap. We will talk to him and talking about his goal, what he stands to achieve. So we'll go for this break. When we come back, we just hear from the president of NPA Patton, Sidiki Konen, who will talk to us concerning the team final to LPRC hurdles. Let's go for this break. To be right back. So with just 10 minutes to go, we will climax on today's edition of Sports Extra. It's the midweek edition. As you may be aware, all sport journalists are heading to Nema County, Gompa City for their 39th anniversary, where we will have to play soccer match, indoor programs will be done as well. So before we let you go, let's bring you this excerpt from the president of the NPA Sports Association, Sidiki Konen, who was talking to us concerning the team performance, how the team is now ready to participate to win the trophy against other. Two neighbors are going to play the best out of 5. LPRC others, NPA Patton. That brings you this excerpt from the president of NPA Sports Association, Sidiki Konen. So welcome back to it. You listen to him. He's the president of the NPA Sports Association, giving out his thought on the game as well as hopeful of winning the championship under his leadership. Let's just bring you this coming on from the angle of Painesville FC. As you may be aware, over the week, we have the mayor of Robert Spokes. That's the mayor of Painesville City. He's calling himself Robert Bestman II. He's the mayor of Painesville City. He has declared Painesville Football Club as the official football team for the city of Painesville. So now the team will now be turned over to the city, and the mayor himself will now put out his full support. So the question is it the government is this the government or the state government that are going to fully sponsor Pinsville FC? Is it the state government that are going to fully sponsor Pinsville FC in terms of what they do, in terms of the games, the compensations of salaries be given to players and technical staff? Will that be the authorities of Pinsville that will be giving it to them? We hope to find out that. We will call the president, we'll talk to him, or we have to reach him to ask him to provide more detail on that if they will have to now take full charge of the team. Because just declaring your intention of wanting to take ownership, naming the team as the owner of the team is just another thing alone, but it's about how well you put out your support to the team. It's how well you be able to support the team, both morally, financially, and which we think that the financial aspect is very important because many a time players complain on their arrears at the end of the league season or at the end of the month. It's become very difficult for Liberian players. They just play because they have the passion to play. But this time around, would they have to do something new, or will we still have to see the same old thing? That people will say we are the owner now of the club and still we are not seeing anything new. Will we have to see something new? Will we have to see something new? So on this note, we will have to go. Let's bring it around out. Like I said from the beginning, with the best out of 5 in the Liberia Basketball First Division League, NPA pattern, LPRC, all of us will have to play the best out of 5. Begin this Sunday into the first game Wednesday. The second game on Friday, they will have the third game. Sunday again, then they will have the fourth. And Wednesday, the final of the best out of 5 to determine the winner of the First Division League yet in Liberia Basketball Association League. And teams are in preparation for the outkick of the 2025-2026 RFA First Division League. The Super Cup is this Sunday at the SKD, and we'll have Determined Girls going against World Girls, and also FC Facel will go against Blackman Warriors in the Super Cup of this weekend. Our boys, the U17 boys, are in Malé, Bamako to be precise, to undertake this competition, WAFU U17 boys competition. Earlier on in Liberia, we'll have the girls competition, and Sierra Leone was crowned champion. So this time around, with Liberia crowned champion in that part of the world, there in Malé, Bamako to be precise. On this note, I've been here. My name is Elijah Pine. Bye-bye on this weekend edition of Sports Extra.
Intel Sports, Liberia's biggest and professional sports television station, is now located at GSA and Rehab Drive in Pinsville. Intel Sports is 100% Liberian owned. It is an exclusive sports platform that provides extensive and quality local content sports programs across the country. Follow us on our Facebook page, YouTube, Instagram, or better still, on our app on Google or Play Store. For business purposes, you can contact us on these numbers. Intel Sports will remain Liberia's exclusive and best sports television station.